have some fun here over on Bind. And, I mean, a lot of their play is going to come down to duo play. I think Bind is a map that really favors having an initiator right next to a duelist, taking space down B long, covering hookah, these sorts of things. And Estelle is already going to kick things off with an early kill. North looking good on the pistol.
Yeah, fantastic look so far, and that looked like maybe Soldan was going to be traded out, but they don't manage to get that headshot through, so it's just Lammy. He's revealed himself. Flash not quite going to connect onto him. He'll be good for one. Takes out skRossi, retreats back, manages to find 10. So somebody's
on a map like this, it's all about, especially when you're defending, it's about gaining space, either playing B long or doubling up in hookah, perhaps controlling showers. These sorts of things can shut down attacks so quickly, and I think Full Sense in the right mind here, just try and farm up some orbs to make their attack a little bit easier once they can access things like that Breach Ultimate.
Yeah, that's a great one to just go ahead and funnel things to. Expect PTC and Jala going to be the two main targets to try to go ahead and get those bolts on. Aside from John Olsen, of course. You just find that incredible value when it comes down to the Blade Storm. Flash comes out, 10 turns away, and he's going to be good to spray down 2. Gets the 3rd as well. Headshot connection there with the Judge. Sold on with the Marshal. Will find Lammy.
Does have the Phantom from the previous round, so we'll see what kind of work he can get done with that. Again, tools to hit sites. Full Sense do have a whole bunch of them. A couple flashes from PTC. The Recon Dart, once they want to play off of these smokes. So the smokes come down, the Recon Dart gets a tag in the back of sight, but skRossi is just camping out inside of the smokes. A good open, though, from John Olsen.
Yeah, only had 5. Ooh, the spray from Estelle. We'll take John Olsen down to 15 HP. Soldam on the side. Cleaned up, kill, swaps over, but isn't going to be fast enough on the draw. Can't get the damage into BTC. John Olsen will fall. 3v2 now. Comes lurking inside of U-Haul. Rockets out. They throw that right in at his feet. Goodbye to PTC, but a nice shot from Lammy. Makes this a 1v1. It's going to be Sheriff versus Phantom. The pressure on Estelle, because he's got to go for the defuse. Time to get away, position force back. Throw down the dart, pull well away. That's going to be at least a half hold for Estelle. No, actually pulls off and Lammy gets the headshot. Oh, he just comes charging back through.
Aim and skRossi starts it off with a good kill.
Traded though, it's the push forward into Showers. Let's see, I mean, he went right up to Showers' exit towards attacker side. Decent punish.
I like
a bit
it.
Bold by skRossi, but
uses the smoke to get past the alarm bot.
Yeah. Another 1-for-1 essentially here across the map as see that kill come in. This will pick up for Soldam. Advantage yet again here in the hands of Northeption. Bus. A bold little shift into the astral form there. Wants to get that nebula up. Manages to do so. It's now looking creep in over towards backside, get over to heaven. Doesn't manage to make it happen. May will shut him down. And with PTC being left all on his lonesome, the economic situation being the way that it is, we might just see him hold on to the Phantom.
Yeah, really awkward round for Full Sense. As soon as that fast flank cut came in, again, you can use that jet smoke to skirt around
30 seconds
the
left.
Alarm bot. And it just, I mean, you got players on your flank, you got a player in spawn. You really needed Super Bus to get that kill, because if he does, all of a sudden, opens up the round, gives you some options to play for, but they can swing out from heaven.
Players are stacked up over towards the link side of short. We'll pull away from that position, though, once it turns its sights over to Showers. We do have John Olsen, as well as Lammy inched forward.
Has taken a ton of space outside of hookah as well, so the rotations are effectively cut off. If he pushes on forward, he'll run into a turret, but I mean, Full Sense may end up backing on out of this situation, especially sort of getting tagged out there. Oh, get the kill onto May. They're just going to send onto the site.
Yeah, all right. Rolling Thunder goes out. The push around the back starting to come through, but the daze is perfect. skRossi going to be taken down. Soldam will manage to find one. It's going to be Jala, but then Super Bus immediately trades him back out. Weapon a little bit late on the draw there from Estelle. Tries to save them all from push.
Down, PTC is popping the Rolling Thunder, and you're bursting out onto the site. It's something that we haven't really seen from either of these two teams on attack so far, and Full Sense still have a lot of tools to work with, and they don't even need them to get onto the site. They could use these ults just for the post plan.
Okay, yeah, lockdown will be used. They have that set up inside of Lamps. May manages to find 2. Does go down to Lammy, but skRossi is right there and sold up.
Ability to burst on towards the other side can really be chaotic. So sees a corner of his counterpart, gets the kill and gets out. Great opening there for Northeption.
Yeah, really fantastic, and I mean, that's about as good of a target as any on the side of Full Sense. PTC, of course, somebody else that you'd love to deal with. He's looking to get himself into the action. Can at least move up towards the teleporter. Really deep lurk actually coming in from Chalice. He shifts back over. Wants to see if anyone maybe moved out of showers and wants to advance forward over towards the attacker's spawn side, make their way through cave for a cutoff, but he's not going to see anything.
I think it's a good read, right?
Information back to the squad.
Yeah, because Northeption have been pretty aggressive on those pushes out of hookah to counteract and flank those A players. But once you get the initial pick, I don't think there's any real necessity to go for a risk like that. You can just sort of hunker down on sites, use your numbers advantage for that.
Oh.
Ooh, Soldown with a rare miss, but in Soldown fashion, he's going to switch over to the shorty and continue to walk forward after that. That's you're not quite used to that until you play against a jet player that wants to go for those shotgun plays.
I mean, he wants to do that as well without having the tailwind. You know, he's already burned that after he got the first pick on the John Olsen. And, you know, his aggression, it pays off. He finds another snipe.
10
this
seconds
time
left.
over towards the teleporter, looks like as Lammy will get taken down. Time ticking away. Spike plant coming out. Aftershock going to be used.
That hurts.
Take a bit of damage from that one. 10 gets on top of him. Spike does getting planted though, so it's not going to be resting on the ground. Superbus will finish off Soldown. That's going to be the operator on the floor. Might be recoverable if they can take the teleporter after they finished off this round, but it seems like Superbus, unfortunately, might not be able to arrive in time. The gravity well does buy a bit more, but the defuse will come out all the same. Seems like the efforts, the attempt.
A hit, which is a minute on the clock. Looks like it's going to be the call for them.
Seems to be. Flashes come out. John Olsen gets himself moved up onto the side, but 10 is going to manage to outtrade him. Gets him in the head. Rocket now going to be sent down short. Not won't find any damage. It forces the retreat. It seems like it's only going to be for a moment. The Rolling Thunder still available. But as I say that, Soldown! Oh, I think he double updrafted. I think he saw over top of Nebula. Managed to get the headshot there on a PTC. That's the one ultimate that they had available to try to utilize to get this site take. And now it is completely nullified. 10 around the corner. A little bit of a delayed reaction from him. Lammy will manage to out-trade, but Soldown is fast. Go ahead and trade it straight back. With the time ticking down, they have to try to go for the plant. They try to fake it. They try to bait them in. Superbus will manage to spray down two. 1v2 scenario. The blind comes in. He'll still be good to get May, but skRossi there at the back of the site behind the green. They ever do voice packs in this game, I hope they let us do the sound effects as well.
Blinded.
Caster voice packs. Yeah, I just want to like have the hawk on. Like, ah!
I love it. I love it. Oh God, 10's in trouble.
Oh yeah, the Rolling Thunder comes in and he just kind of messes up the spray a little bit. The days really offsetting the aim. So not going to be able to find any other follow-up. Soldown slinking through his own cloud burst, spots Lammy, gets him in the head. Yet another kill here as Northeption just looked
enemy remaining.
Absolutely destructive on this defense. Charlotte doing what he can, but it's not going to be too much of any. Just be watching him dismantle them. That's the one way that you. But if you're impartial, I think everybody's going to just very much be loving the gameplay that they're seeing come out from him.
Northeption haven't lost a pistol yet.
No, they have not. Have lost a player though. Traded back. 10 going to be gone. That's a decent amount of firepower eliminated from the side of Northeption. So certainly a hope here resting for Full Sense. See the picture on the back. John Olsen going to be good for one. It's quite a bit of damage in onto Soldown and Lammy. The crossfire will manage to finish him off. He pushes out through showers. Sees that shoulder jiggle out from heaven. Sees the gun barrel of John Olsen. Gets PTC. Dark going to be finished off, but he gets spotted. Now, it's just going to be skRossi versus John. Health advantage is there, but the headshot connects John Olsen. Talking about how it's been a little bit of a rocky start for him, but we switch sides. We put a ghost in his hands. We'll see. Looks like everybody just going to be shifting around over towards B. PTC trying to check out, but the Nebula will obstruct his view.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, he knows that there's going to be somebody nearby. Try to fake the entry, but oh, John Olsen over in hookah. That's going to be spiked down outside towards teleporter. Aftershock, try to clear them out on the side. Teleporter will get used. Moving them across the map, and it's not too much to be done here. Grab an ult orb, maybe try to find a kill on that side, displace Chala, but this is going to be round done and dusted here, as Full Sense will move up 4 to 10, barring a miracle, barring everybody going AFK on the side of their squad.
PTC can count as well. He only heard the 2 teleports. He's been waiting, holding long this entire time, waiting to see when Estella's going to walk on through all of that. And without a dash on the Jet, they're just going to jump into the teleporter, get flanked, get shot from a million different angles. Yeah, the hold here just a little bit too strong, I think, from Full Sense.
Yeah, Estelle, we'll see if he can find anything, but otherwise it's looking like a flawless. Jumps up, hasn't made any noise yet. They spot him. A little bit of damage coming out. Tries to get the else moving forward with this slight little one-way that they have. Seekers will come through. The blind not going to connect. He pushes out. He's going to be good for 1, but May will take him out. Bus finds his counterpart Astro and skrzero, and Lammy pushing around the side. Can he get the third? Swaps to the classic aim, just a little bit too high, so he does go down. Over towards this B side of the map. Lammy with a jiggle will spot yet another member. Back just continues to keep eyes out on that B-long position. Everybody, though, from the side of Northeption starting to shift their way back over towards A. skrzero just going to be tagged out. So rotate around over towards Showers and approach with Estelle and May.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if A site's the easiest to hit. One of the weaknesses of this comp, I feel, is the lack of having a Sova, and so often you'll see when you're hitting A, those double smokes on site, a dart going into the back site to sort of clear out those angles, give you information. If you don't see anyone back there, maybe those close angles you have to be a little bit more concerned about, but you're gonna have to try and get in and control U-Haul here from Soldom.
Yeah, manages to charge up. I think he's got a little bit of damage from Banana Swarm. As Jala with a nice shot will find skrzero, but the trade up even further now. 3 kills come through for the side of Northeption. The Hunter's Fury not going to be able to find anything. Delays the plan for just a moment, but they still have plenty of time to get that down on the ground. John Olsen and Lammy versus the world right now. 2v4 scenario. The knives can come out from John if he feels like there's a real opportunity to turn the tide of this round. Spring out the box, checking all of the obvious spots, but it's not going to lead to much of anything.
Yeah, they've got a recon dart, but there's flashes on the opposite side. John Olsen has to get through so many players here in U-Haul, and they're in such a good position, right? There's no way.
Definitely make things tough for them. Makes it across, though, does Soldom. Good timing. Gonna try to catch him off guard, but John Olsen says no, strikes him down. That's exactly the start to a round that Full Sense needed.
Yeah, but this is sort of where Northeption's attack falls apart. You have a player peeking out towards B long. Where's your other players around him, right? You have a Breach, you have a Sky. They're sort of holding out exits. I don't know, a little bit difficult to play off of one another. Now one of your best entry tools in that jet dash forward is just not going to be available.
Don't have that, don't have the paint shells as well, so as they turn their sights over towards A, that's one of their big tools to try to clear out corners gone. So they say, okay, we'll just go over towards B. We know who's there at least have a decent idea that they're going to be dealing with the Sova, dealing with John Olsen, with that operator. Still watching long, and May going to look for with the Trailblazer.
Again, you can't really play solo long here. It's just, you're walking straight into the operator. It's not going to be easy. Your Raze is now all the way back onto site. Lammy, the position, it's a tough one. 10 takes him down, but John Olsen shows up down long, and here's the problem. You're stuck on site. It comes down to 1v1.
It does, and the start does not manage to connect over onto Charlie. He's been set up in heaven for the time being. Everybody else now starting to make their way through the defender's spawn towards the A site. Lockdown at the ready. Charlie just waiting for his opportunity, waiting for his moment.
And the retake ults are huge. PTC has the Rolling Thunder. I love the way Full Sense played for the full retake, keeping all 5 members alive. That's going to come in at the very end of this one. The Rolling Thunder is out. Full Sense are getting back onto the site.
Ooh, 10. He's got the rocket. He's waiting to see if anybody pushes in the lamps. He's going to spot 1. That's PTC gone. Achala finds skrzero. 10 goes down to Lammy. Now Achala will find another. May eliminated. Soldom going to be melted. No kills found in some of these rounds, so it's not like their numbers are completely suffering, but their round count absolutely has. Drone does not spot anything. 2 members now being joined by a third over the A site. Stun comes out on the Chala. He'll pull back. Knows that he has a judge in hand, so still is going to be feeling relatively safe even when dazed. Aftershock being sent out, goes right underneath Soldam. The drop down comes in, but he's not going to be able to find PTC. Flash goes out. Aftershock in. Plus will get rid of Estelle. 10 pushes through, manages to find one, finds two. A great tap with the Vandal. Here's that one's up in heaven. Tries to clear it, gets a bit of damage in onto Lammy with the paint shells.
Spike planted.
Oh my god, 10 just running through utility, finding frags. Ridiculous play coming out of him. Northeption just needed a bit of unchained aggression for themselves. Full sense though, both players up towards heaven.
John's popped the Blade Storm.
Someone walk into his crossfire. I think Northeption are playing this smart, playing it back, waiting for Full Sense to come into them. Again, the retake utility just not really there. They don't have a lot to work with.
Blinds out onto 110. He's on pace for an ace right now. John Olsen finds May. The knife looking good. He knows that there's going to be one in shower. Double updrafts. Comes down, but he cannot land it onto Sugar Zero. It took a hell of a long time, but Northeption had finally put a second round on the board here in the attacker's half. Now just need one more to try to close this out. If they do, we're going to Haven. Full Sense, though, if they can reply, if they can keep their heads in the game, be going into OT. It felt like that was going to happen on Ascent Ender, but
it did.
Very narrowly missed out on it. I wouldn't mind getting a little taste this time around.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. You know, it's funny because it's sort of the same situation where Northeption just haven't found a win in so long, but then it's individual heroics. 10 absolutely shows up in that last round. They needed it. John Olsen not scoped in. Soldam on a rampage here, and that's exactly the player you want to pick off here to win this map right here.
Absolutely. They still have to worry about PTC, though. He has been a very solid rock for the squad. Chala as well. And, you know, Superbus, this whole squad overall has been having one hell of a performance. So just because John Olsen's out of it doesn't necessarily mean that it's done and dusted for Northeption to be able to take this map. Trying to clear the turn for now, but Soldam, oh boy. Korean Jet starting to come up huge. Finds Chala. PTC will be good for one. Flashes come through. Superbus lurks out of showers, but cannot get the transfer spray out onto May. Gets him down to 77 HP.
You want to fight it?
Little chunk. Is that going to be good enough? Now they have the Cosmic Divide coming up, just utilizing everything that they have. Trying to guarantee this win.
They tried to use the ultimate to mask the teleport sounds, but I think Lammy had the read on that. The spike will be planted over towards B. It's 1 versus 2, and I mean, they're giving him the 1 versus 1s, but Lammy Snack's not able to find that first shot, and it's a hard sight to retake. PTC 1 point away from his ultimate, but it's not going to be there unless he can get a kill.
They spray the smoke, he's dead. There's one in behind him. Spots him out, he cannot get the kill onto Estelle, and now all comes down to PTC.